Motor Company today out with a major announcement regarding autonomous vehicles. Our real live living breathing business reporter for now is Rod Maloney, live to tell us what Ford has in store. Rod?
Well, the autonomous business editors apparently, Devin. I'm sitting in a 2016 Ford Fusion, and if you were in California recently, you would have seen a whole fleet of these roaming the streets. But there's a difference between this car and those, because those cars had no steering wheel and no pedals. For the past couple of years, Ford's been morphing from a car company to a transportation company, trying to solve how to remain relevant in a world with gridlocked cities not exactly happy to have more cars in the streets. So Ford's getting ready to roll out fleets of autonomous cars providing ride-sharing and ride-hailing services as early as 2021. Ford CEO Mark Fields today made the announcement in California, saying these cars alone can reduce the 30,000 motor vehicle deaths in the United States every year.
Now, autonomous vehicles could drastically reduce those number of fatalities. That is immense. And that alone is a very powerful motivator.
Fields also announced Ford's going to greatly expand its presence in Silicon Valley, using more and more high tech to make autonomous vehicles possible on a much grander scale. And he says this is no small deal.
We see autonomous vehicles as having as significant an impact on society as Ford's moving assembly line did over 100 years ago.
Those are big words, no question about it. Now, the other thing that Fields talked about with these autonomous vehicles is that it changes the world for a lot of differing people, like, say, the elderly, or even children, or people who can't get around, who are immobile, because it gives them mobility that they don't have now without the assistance of others. These cars can really in fact change the world, and he's betting the car company's future on that. Back to you.
Well, Rod, I'm going to guess that the folks at Ford don't exactly throw around comparisons to the assembly line. This is clearly deep thinking and commitment here, isn't it?
Oh, it absolutely is, Devin, and they've got a lot of things they have to do business-wise to make this happen. So they're making investments in a lot of differing companies that will get them the technology that they need. The one piece, though, that's missing right now is that, for instance, General Motors invested in Lyft, which is sort of like Uber. Yeah. They haven't done that yet. Now, the question is, will they make that themselves, or will they find another company to do that with? That's something we have to watch in the days ahead.
A lot of this is going to bear watching. What an extraordinary thing for Mark Fields to say. All right, Rod.